Hello everyone, this is going to be a tutorial for aligning in Deus Ex Human Revolution for box glitches and the Typhoon clip. I'm going to show the box clips in all Human Revolution. I won't show all the clips in the missing link, but the first two ones. So there's one major clip we use in Human Revolution, it's called the box clip, and we use it very often. So I'm going to show here like how you can align to make your life a bit easier, and which is like the best way to do that. So at the start, we take the fire extinguisher here and just go on this position. You can either throw it and try to hit one of the sides of the sofa, which is a bit risky because the fire extinguisher can explode. If that happens, there's a backup fire extinguisher there, so don't worry about that. However, you will lose like 10 seconds. So for this clip, it is very easy. Just pick the fire extinguisher, get to this side here. You will see that when you try to go backwards or to the right, you get blocked. That's the line you want to have. Then just aim with a fire extinguisher slightly to the left, and then just go a bit forwards and backwards. Nothing else you have to do. You just need to, while you're going backwards, you just need to release it with E or another use key you have assigned, and then you should clip easily. So just do it like this, throw it backwards, and there you go. If you're landing on this side, you have done everything correctly, because you will see T-post buried, and that's the area you want to get to. This is like the start part. So when you learn to run this game, you will see this part very often, because this is like the start. So what happened is, we are up here and we clip ourselves through, and instead of going through the air vent and around, we will just clip ourselves into the area here. Alright, let's get to the next clip, the Heinki clip. I'm going to show the Highland Park, the FEMA glitch, later on, because it's one of the hardest glitches in box glitches in Human Revolution or in Director's Cut. So yeah, alright, the box clip. Now that we did the box clip with the fire extinguisher, well, box clip, not really, but like the fire extinguisher clip, we're going to do the clip here at Heinki. So it doesn't matter which side you use. You can use either the left or the right side. It's your choice. Like, that's something every runner prefers. But I would suggest to use the right side, because when you're going fast and you're jumping down here, there's a police officer, and you can throw the box at this corner and it won't get destroyed. So you can just run to this location and just clip through, which saves time, because the police officer will be around here and you can't throw the box. If you throw the box at him, he will get alarmed and kills you. So yeah, for this it is the same. It doesn't matter which side. You have the same reference points somehow. I would suggest, if you're starting to run this game and you're doing the clip, take the side with those lines. They will help you to align perfectly. So what you do is just like, don't try. That's like one mistake most runners do at the start. Don't try to go too far to the corner, because if you go too far to the corner, it happens that the box gets stuck on the left side. We don't want that. So just go a bit here on the side. It doesn't matter. Just don't do it here. If you try to clip through the door, it won't work, because the collider of the door is a bit bigger. So just align in the middle, like take this line here as a reference point, or just go a bit to the right. It doesn't matter. Just don't be too close to the left and don't be too close to the right. As long as your character is like somewhere in the position in between here and you can throw the box, then it's fine. Alright, so now to the aligning. The aligning is straightforward. Like, every box clip is the same. So the good thing is, if you can do one box clip, you can do every box clip. There is one special aligning system that is in FEMA, but we're getting back to that later. So the aligning is the same. You try to get parallel to yourself. So if it's like this on the side, excuse me, since I'm used to that, I know that this will work. But if you're having problems with that, you have the lines of the box. That's why I said, like, if you're starting to run this, like, just take those lines. If you align yourself with a garden thingy there, you can just see that if a black line is going with the bottom side, it is perfect. That's like the line you need. Then you just go forward, backwards, throw it down, and then you should clip. Like, that would have worked if the box would have not been too far away. So like this. This is like, if that happens, you did it right. The problem is just the box is not close enough. If there's like this little gap in between, you can see I can look into the next area, which means the box clip would have worked if the box would be on the wall. So this is like the only hard part about the box clip, and that is something you need to practice. If you get used to it, you can just do it very fast, and then it's not a big deal. So yeah, this is of course not working, but no problem. This is just for showcases and for a help as well. I'm just going to do the fast way, and yeah, now this worked. Sorry again. So yeah, next area, which is going to be not Picus, but Singapore. There you go. No, wrong one. Sorry for that. Okay, so next area for the box clip. This is a bit trickier. The same like in Heinki, it doesn't matter if you take that side or this, it's personal preferences, so just choose the way you want to do. And here it's the same, like here it's a bit difficult because we have a different box, and I would suggest for the start take it like this or like this, but don't take the blue side, because for some reason if you take the blue side it is going to be harder. Like if you take the box like this, I'm not sure, because probably because of that little side here it makes it harder, but just take it like this. Here as well you can take the lines on the box as a reference. It helps you a lot at the start. So just take the box and align yourself with the little white line here. If you get it like this, you're parallel, and then you know that it's like the correct way. Another thing you have to consider when you do this, there's this little side thing here, and it stops you from carrying an item. So make sure that you're not too far to the right, because this will like be every time in your way, and you don't want that to happen. So just align a bit more here on the left, like this, and then it won't hinder you. So if you have the box like this with a line, you can align yourself with one of the side nodes, like side lines, like this one. If you see it that it's over it, you know that it's okay. Then you just go forward, backwards, and then you just drop it like this, and then it will work. Of course it just takes some tries at the start. If that happens, well, this is like another thing I have to probably explain. Like, there are two ways this clip will fail. Either you're like in the wall but you don't get pushed through. That's like because the box is not too close to the wall. But what can happen is like let me try to fail it. It's quite hard to fail it, I have to say. Alright, well, but what you have seen, that when I'm in the box, never crouch, because what happens is that when you're in the box and you crouch, you will fall through the floor. You don't want that to happen. Just doing some tries. Oh, almost, but yeah. And then it's just practice. Nothing else, nothing less. So, this is how it works. Okay, now we get to the more trickier part, which is FEMA. And for this it's going to be a bit different, because FEMA is like the only hard box clip in my opinion. But of course every runner has their own difficulties for the box clips, so don't if you fail, don't worry. With some practice you will get used to it. So for FEMA, when you have seen the routes for running this game, you will know where to get that box. You just pick that box, align yourself here on the side. Here as well, you can take the reference from the black lines here, align it like this, with the line here, go forward, backward, and then drop it. Here as well, I would suggest you take the box like this on this side, because that will make it easier if you fail, because either it will push you still through or you won't glitch through the floor. There you go. You have to go just go backwards, and if you see like the glitched floor or nothing, don't worry about that. That is normal. Like nothing really happened there. Okay. And now comes, this is like no big difference to the others. It is just practice to get used to that. But now we get to the one which has the special aligning, and I'm going to show you how you can make it easier. So this is the boss fight to Barrett. And for this, yeah, the aligning is a bit special. This time we can't just do it that way. We can't just throw the box backwards and clip through. This is like a little bit special, because this little thing is a dead zone, which means if we clip through here with a normal box, either the door is going to block us, or we are going to fall through nothing and die. So everyone has their reference points, I guess, but I'm going to show mine here. So what I do is, you go backwards, you align on this, whoops, on this thing here. I'm not sure how to call it, but yeah, you have to stay on that side. Take the box, align like this, so that you're staying backwards, and now comes the special aligning. Wait a second. Okay. You align like this, then you turn to the right, and what you have to do is, like, on this position, look at this corner thingy here with a box. If you see that the line is crossed like this, that is how you want your box to be. You don't need to look up there or down. You just have to look that the that your box is like crossing that box. What you have to do then is go forward, go backwards, and when you see like those when you go backwards and the box is dropping, it is a difficult trick, so I'm just mentioning that. While the box is flying at you, push backwards and to the right. Why to the right? Well, it isn't. I did some tests, and if you just hold backwards, it may work. It does work, no big deal. But if you press on the same moment to the right, it increases your chances to clip through, and this is a major help. So just for the start again, align like this, turn to the right, that the box gets crossed, go forward, throw it backwards, and then just while you're releasing, go to the right. So yeah, this is like this little area is the dead zone, and that's the area where we want to go. It didn't work, but because the box was like too far away. But no problem, this is like a showcase just to help you how to align and how to clip through, and everything else is then practice. So there you go. Alright, those are all clips we do in Human Revolution. I'm going to show fast how the box clip in the missing link is going to be, which is in Director's Cut. Since it is particularly the same, with one little difference. You have a very small box, and that makes the glitch a bit harder to execute. So I'm going to show fast how that one works. Alright. I hope this is the right save file. If not, it doesn't matter. I have it prepared, so don't get worried, guys. Alright. For this, excuse me. For this, we take the box like this. It will make your life really easier. And trust me, you want to take the box like that. What you want to do, if the box is, for example, oh come on, there you go. Like, if it fall down like that, or is on the side and you need to realign, don't worry, you can do it like here, and then just drop it. Then you have it like you want to be. Okay, for here, you have to align your... It is very easy to align, but to execute this glitch, it is a bit difficult. But simple, just take the box, look at the ground, and there you see that little line here on the ground. Just align your box like that, go forward, throw it backwards, and then you will clip. It is a bit harder, so I would suggest you to practice. Nice, second try. And then you fall through here. And yeah, this is like the last clip you have to do in Deus Ex Director's Cut. I'm going to show the Typhoon clip here for TML as well, and then I'm going to show the Pangea clip at the end. So here I like to realign it here. It doesn't matter, you can do it before, or you can do it on this little rail there. So the Typhoon clip is very simple in my opinion. You just have to... The only thing you have to consider is how to align your box. If you see one of the tutorials or another run, it will be clearly how you have to do that, but I'm just going to explain it on this little example. I'm not going to show all the Typhoon clips, but I'm just going to explain it once, and then you have just to watch, and then it should be really easy. So here, I just like to go to the left, and then while I'm next to the wall, just turn slightly to the right, like this. Then you just drop the box. Go backwards. Do I have skeleton? Yes, I have. Go backwards, and while you're going backwards, you use the Typhoon. What happened is, because the box is in front of you, the game thinks like, okay, there is not enough space, and because the Typhoon for some reason pushes you backwards and upwards, you get on the computers, and that is what we want to happen. And that's the same principle we use it every time. Like, this is how the Typhoon works, at least for the glitched version. Okay, the last one is going to be the one at Pangea. There you go. Which is like both. There are two more in Pangea I'm going to show. So this is the first one. Like, it is the same like in Heinki. You just have every time a different box. And as I said before, just take the side you prefer the most. Like, there every time, every box has a line which you can take as a reference. You just need to get used to it. And still, like here, you just need to assign it like parallel to the other one, and then you throw backwards. If that happens, it did not work. You have to be in the door. So let's get it, or not. Another way to realign, I guess. Alright. This is what we want to happen. We can't clip through this door, but we can clip into the door, and if we see it like that, we need now to skill the Typhoon, which we have, assign ourselves a bit to the left, so that we're like looking on that direction on the rail, go backwards, and then just use the Typhoon. Then just still push backwards, and there you go. You just clipped through the door. And as you can see, everything behind here is rendered. So this is like the aligning for this part. Okay, now we're going to show the last part, which is, well, not hard, but it's a bit tricky because you have just 2 tries at the start. For this one, it doesn't matter. If you want to take this side, you can do that, but for this one you can't do the actual normal box clip, because if you do the normal box clip you will just spawn behind here, and that's not what you want to happen. You want to go downstairs, so you have to fail clip the box and then crouch. I'm not going to show this now, but there is like another video, so that's not the problem. You have to go, if you want to use the normal box clip, you have to go to the left side. You will have an EMP grenade to this time. As I said, if you learn the game, there will be a showcase where you can get all the items and everything, so that shouldn't be a problem. You can probably do a quick save, depending on how you went through this area. But as I said, if you do this clip, you have just 2 tries at the start. And if you don't get one of those, just run to the elevator and you use the normal one. Alright, so you throw the mine there or the granite, it doesn't matter. You align yourself as well with the line here, so you can take this as a reference point as well from the box. If you did that, go forward, you wait a bit until the granite wears off, and this is like the time where you have to clip on. As I said, you have just 2 tries to get through the wall. If you don't get it, well, just run to the elevator and use it. So I failed it now, but it's okay. I made a quick save just to show that. You have to be careful because you have to align yourself a bit to the left. Since if you do it too far on the right, you will clip here through, and that's not what you want. You want to clip through the floor. So you have to go more to the left side and then do it here. And this was, for example, a fail clip. Okay, this is not working because there's like that little railing thing, so you have to be careful that you're like staying a bit more to the left, and this is what happens. That's what you want to happen. Only in this case, when you use the EMP grenade, you have to go backwards, and when you're out of bounds, you have to go forward, because you will otherwise not render the part beneath you. I'm going to try to show it. So there you go, and then you just press forward while you're falling down. This allows us to skip the last elevator and fall through the whole level. What will happen now is we trigger the zone where everything beneath us is getting rendered, and that's what we want to happen. Now we just need to fall until we reach the end, which can take a bit. If you get it perfectly, you will land on the floor with 1 try. If you don't get it perfectly, you will fly a bit like I did. And there you go, we're at the end. So you just go to the boss and end the run. I hope with this aligning tutorial, it makes your life a bit easier in speedrunning this game, because I heard a lot that people have troubles at the start to know how to align or to find a reference point. So I'm just going to show what I use as reference point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helps you further with the speedrunning of this game. And bye bye.